Hi guys, so here I am, back by popular demand. Anyways, I'm kind of behind the eight ball here. Everybody's putting up their videos for their June favorites or June purchases or acquisitions. Well, I got to catch up here. So I started collecting in about mid-April. So I'm going to show you my April, May, and June purchases, acquisitions. You guys are not going to believe this. Anyway, I'm going to start off. I mentioned this on my last video, but this lovely thing right here, the Halloween Oracle, was my one and only for a couple of years, at least, since it's been out. And so that's all I had until I stumbled upon this community, which I love. I am having such a good time in here with everybody. And so I got back on the tarot trail. Now, I had several decks before, but, as life goes, the decks ended up being given away or lost or so. So those are all gone. So I'm starting over from scratch, and holy cow, there are so many more choices than in the 80s when I started. Indie decks. Who ever heard of indie decks? Kickstarter. Wow, what a concept. So lots and lots of good things have come out into the tarot community since the last time I was in it, and I'm really enjoying it. So my second purchase, or my first purchase, I should say, for mid-April was the Madame Endora, and the artwork just caught my eye. I think it's because it's got like a medieval touch to it, and I rather enjoy that time period. So, isn't that an awesome spider? Look at that thing. I know the words are backwards. So, anyways, so Madame Endora was my very first purchase when I started to get really back into tarot. And then all hope was lost after that because I saw another video. See, this is what happens. I see all these unboxing videos, which are fabulous. Don't stop doing them, folks. I love them. But so my next deck was, ta-da! Yeah, Sacred Rebels. This thing kicks butt. It's straight and to the point, and I love that card. Who doesn't love that card? I mean, seriously, who does not love that? Oh, that's the back. Never mind. Anyway, it's all good, but I mean, who does not love the artwork in this? I mean, wow, just phenomenal. So that was my next purchase in April. So then we move on to, ta-da! Yes, the Green Witch. Now, no, I have not opened this. And I purchased this after seeing Avalon's Spiritual Odyssey do an unboxing. And it was after a while, Avalon is now having a tarot course as part of the Tarot Readers Association, or Tarot Readers Academy, I think it is, with Ethany. Anyway, I signed up for her ritual tarot class, and I chose this deck to work with during my class. So I haven't even unboxed it. I'm waiting for my first lesson before I do that. So I got that all the way back in April. The next one on my list is, of course, who does not love some Stacey DeMarco? This woman, she did the her and Jimmy Manton. Oh my God, this is just, I cannot get over the level of artwork that has gone into tarot cards and oracle cards over the years. My goodness, this is like tons better. than the stuff I started with in the 80s. So, of course, I have the if you have one, you have to have the other. So I have the goddesses and sirens, and the gods and titans. The next one that caught my eye was this. Yeah, Fairy Enchantment, Ian Daniels. I didn't even know who he was when I got this deck. I just saw the deck and was like, I mean, look at that. Will you look at that card? I mean, how fantastic is that? You know, the artwork is just undeniably amazing. Amazing. And so I don't know if you can see it, but the other thing I loved is these are rose gold gilded edges. And it's just beautiful. Just beautiful. This is a very intense deck, which I haven't worked with very much yet, but man, it feels good. It's got great energy. And then my last purchase for April was this deck. Da da da! Of course, the Everyday Witch, because you know, when you're a witch, you gotta have a witch deck. And I just thought this was adorable, and it's practical, and you know, it tells the truth. It's not as blunt as some other decks. Oh, there's a nice one. But it does a good job for, I like it, Everyday Witch, everyday use. So I've been working with that for the last month or so. So those are all my purchases in April. Not too bad. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks. 5 decks. Pretty good. Now we're going to move on to May. Yeah. So my first one I purchased was the Kuan Yin Oracle. And I have a story about Kuan Yin, but I'm going to save that for another video. I don't have the cards in front of me because they're on my altar, and that'll get explained in the Kuan Yin video. So after that, I bought the Wisdom of Avalon cards because I saw Crimson Fire using them in a reading live, and I thought they were fabulous. So of course I had to have this deck. My next deck for purchase was, of course, the one that everybody is talking about, which is, ta-da, Shadowscapes. And it's a beautiful deck. These are beautiful cards, but they're busy. They are busy. There's a lot going on in each one of these cards. And so you really have to look close and pay attention. She's got a pretty good guidebook that goes with it. And so, yeah, these ones I've really had to kind of study with because it's not coming easy because, like I said, the background's so busy. My next deck was the Centennial Smithwaite, and this was suggested to me by Two Spirit because I was looking for a Rider-Waite Smith that was close to the original. Funny story, when I started with tarot in the 80s, I was pretty young, in my teens, and I didn't jive with Rider-Waite Smith at all. Not at all. Had no bond, hated the artwork, you know, and so that's how I ended up with Tarot of the Cat People. Here I am, much older and much wiser, and this is finally ringing some bells, and I think it's a beautiful deck, and I'm so grateful to Simon for his suggestion because I love this deck, and this is the one that I carry with me in my purse all the time. So because it's small and it's in a tin, and so I appreciate that. The next thing on my list that I purchased again, Two Spirit, I don't know if he's a bad influence or a good influence, maybe. I don't know. He's my brother, and I just adore him, and he's a wonderful man. At least he's been to me anyway. So here they are, the Seeds of Shakti cards. I saw this on, again, Two Spirits video, and they just caught my eye, and they're beautiful for an everyday pull, to, just kind of check in and see what's going on and see how you're doing, and so I really just adore these cards. And then the last thing for May was my Fantastical Tarot, and I will do an unboxing on this one. Cosmic Arcana. She has a copy, Jules, and Jules is being kind enough to let me do an unboxing for these cards. So thank you, Jules. So those were my purchases for May. Now, here we go. Here's the mother load. And yeah, I have to move you. First of all, I don't have a web camera. I do not have a desktop computer. I am running off my iPad. So that's why I'm kind of moving you around and stuff, because I'm propping my iPad up against stuff to keep it upright. So here comes June. Holy cow, did I go overboard. Simon, Two Spirit, and I have agreed to help each other to try and maintain our goal of one tarot deck, one oracle deck, and one book per month, because we've been failing miserably at it. Yeah. So, but it's been fun. I can't help myself. I see these cards and I'm off. So my first purchase, I have heard everybody chattering about these cards. More specifically, chattering about the book. So it was like, I had to have this, whether I like the cards or not. And I don't even know, because I haven't unboxed it yet. But I had to have it. And I have another Ian Daniels deck, so, when you get, for me, if I get one author, I gotta get all of them. So that's how that story goes. Of course, June, my Tarot of the Cat people is back. I got the Rumi Oracle. I'm really having a love affair with Alana Fairchild. I really just love her decks.
You want your booze?
No. Put it on the table.
Oh,
Leave it on the table for me.
with it in?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I take care of my stepdad, and he has memory issues. Oh, great. And now the phone rings. This is going to be a night, isn't it? Okay, so next on my list is the mudras. I bought this because I enjoy mudras. I find them very helpful. So this is great for a draw a day. Again, I haven't even had an opportunity to get into this deck yet, but and I've already pre-ordered the next one in the series. So that's another June deck. Here we go, Master Tarot, thanking Two Spirit again. Simon, I love this deck. It was a great choice, and as soon as I saw it, had to have it. My next one, I found this one out in town, surprisingly, but yep, the Enchanted Map. I have had my eye on this for a very, very long time, and so I was very glad when I found this. And then today, when I got home from work, ta-da! Yep, my Alana Fairchild Isis deck. So those are my June purchases, which I think I've got 7 decks, and I think I have like 4 more that I ordered and they haven't arrived yet. So I've also got a few books over the last couple of months as well. And these are all recommendations from all of you guys. The new Tarot Handbook, Rachel Pollack. So, almost lost you. Of course, 78 Degrees of Wisdom, again, Rachel Pollack. Everybody loves this woman, so I'm anxious here. Oop, we're going to move you again because I had you up against my book stack, and now I'm getting into my book stack, and that just isn't going to work. There we go, so now you're back on the cards. And then, of course, we had to have Tarot Wisdom book. Yes, all of that done. I had to get this one, Secret Language of Tarot, which I'm really enjoying this book. Again, my buddy Two Spirit, I think he and I got the same wavelength. So I found this book also, Tarot Spreads by Barbara Moore. And then lastly, somebody also mentioned this book, The Key to Tarot by Sarah Bartlett. So I have this book. I haven't gotten into this one at all, and I've kind of perused this one. But too many people online are coming up with great spreads that I want to use and stuff. So, yeah. So there you have it. There's all my April, May, June goodies. I appreciate all my enablers out there. Keep it coming. I'm learning so much, especially to go from the 80s to come up to present. As a matter of fact, I have a very good question for all of you. When I was practicing tarot back in the 80s, when you got a new deck, all you did was you unboxed the deck, and you found it had to be either a satin or a velvet bag, and you had to sleep with the deck for like 3 days under your pillow. So that's the way I've always done it. Now I come back online and I see people are smudging their deck, they're smudging individual cards, they're pairing it with crystals, putting crystals on top. And so if anybody can give me like the history of when that kind of started or what the reasoning was behind it, I'd be really interested to know, because like I said, back in the 80s, it was simple dimple. You just open the box, unbox the package, slept with the cards for 3 days, and, then you were good to go, good to use it. As a matter of fact, as old school as I am, my Halloween Oracle actually is the only cards that are in the bed with me all the time. That's their home. That's how tight a bond we have. So might not actually be underneath my pillow, might be on the other side of the bed, but they're in the bed. So anyway, so yeah, that's my great haul. I'm going to do my best to kind of tone it down for next month. Keep your fingers crossed. I make no promises. Thanks for having me and for listening for the last, 20 minutes. I love you guys. Much love. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.